now the Braves have returned, sir. 4 straight have reached, make it 5. Base hit to right. Olsen will be waved around third, and it gets past Henry Davis. 1 run is in. Here comes Murphy, and he will be safe. Ozuna to third. 2 runs in for Atlanta. It's a 2-run game.
Whoops. I wanted to play a Henry Davis. I wanted to play a Henry Davis highlight there because they've called him up, according to Jason Mackey and others. And I was working on something else during the break, and I panicked, and I typed into our search bar Henry Davis to get a highlight, and I just clicked the first thing that popped up. It's a Henry Davis error or multiple runs scored. So that guy's coming back, baby. Let's go. Henry Davis is a big leaguer again. He can make more errors. That's not fair. Henry Davis has been outstanding in AAA. Listen to these stats, my friends. So through 23 games in Pittsburgh, our good friend Henry Davis, 1-1 pick from a couple of years ago, was hitting 162, 0 homers, 3 doubles in 23 games. Of 486, easy for me to say OPS. So like straight up Rowdy Tellez numbers. AAA, 23 games, same sample size. 296, 7 homers, 7 doubles, an OPS of over 1,000 in 23 games, as I mentioned. And this Coke guy, he's not a big league catcher.
Cook.
Whatever the hell his name is. Congratulations to him on persevering and getting called up to the big leagues. He's an automatic out. I don't know if he got charged for a pass ball or if it was a wild pitch yesterday, but there was a breaking ball in the dirt, and he tried to backhand it instead of sliding over. Which, Callis, you're a catcher. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when there's a breaking ball in the dirt and you know that a breaking ball is called, you're not supposed to just backhand it. You're supposed to slide the whole body over, are you not?
Depends how much movement there is, honestly.
Yeah.
Sometimes back picking is your only option, but ideally you do want to get your whole body in front of it.
It did look like he didn't even make an effort to get that body over there. No offense to this guy. I mean, congratulations again to him. But okay, Henry Davis coming up. I don't know that we can count on a OPS over 1,000. He was not good in the big leagues at the dish last year. He was horrendous at the dish this year. But if he can be anything close to what we think he can do with the bat. I never thought the bat would struggle this year. I thought he'd be bad behind the plate. If he can be close, God, will that be massive. They need him. They're counting on him.
We talked about this last week. I mean, the reason why I believe that he struggled, obviously he overthinks everything. You could tell that in his game. He's just so antsy all the time. And then he had a lot on his plate of being, the number 1 catcher this year and playing right field last year with Endy Rodriguez being out. Like, I get all that stuff. But the one main thing, and we talked about this last week, is the change in his stance. And, the games that you just talked about whenever we started the segment, his stance was altered. And then he went back to his normal stance that he did in college, and normal stance that he did whenever he first got called, when he first, made it to the majors, and whenever he was hitting the ball. So if he can keep that stance, I hope that it can translate. But I would hope that the Pirates don't try to switch it back to what they feel that he should be at the plate detail-wise. I feel like they should just let him go and do what he's been doing down in AAA.
Yeah, you be raking, come up here and don't change a dang thing.
Yeah, just go.
Well, I would imagine the results aren't going to be as good as they were at AAA, even if he stays doing the same stuff. But he's found a rhythm. Just let him keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I would hope that he gets off to a fairly hot start because you're right. The confidence thing with him seems to be a real legitimate deal. And we know he presses, and we've talked to Dan Sangrilli on and off there about him. This guy is so intense, and I don't love reading body language, but Mitch Keller was a guy you could read body language on early in his career. Like, he looked like a deer in the headlights early in his career. You saw a lot of that with Henry Davis.
Yep.
He's pulling off everything. When he would hit the ball, and he wasn't hitting the ball, he would pull it. He was turning that bat into sawdust. It just looked like he was pressing every single at-bat. Hopefully he's a little bit more free and easy, because this is a guy who I didn't know. I don't think anybody knew what to expect behind the plate, but I think most of us thought this is a guy who can hit, should be able to hit at the big league level. If they can get a 750 OPS guy out of the catcher position, an 800 OPS guy, now you're cooking.
Yeah.
I can't say I expect it because you just don't know, but You need him. You need Jack Sawinski in short order to come back up here. These are guys they were counting on. And if you would have told me that both dudes would be in AAA, not because they're injured, but because they needed to be sent down, I probably would have told you they'd be more than 5 games under 500 at this point.